I'm Bob. Would you knock me out, please?
And Richard Dreyfuss.
This man is crazy. Get out!
Why'd you need to kick Bob out of the house?
He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone.
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you another classic film review. In today's classic film review, I focus on the 1991 comedy What About Bob? A film that is directed by Frank Oz and it stars Bill Murray, Richard Dreyfuss and Julie Haggerty. Now the film focuses on Bob Wiley, played by Bill Murray, who is a troubled man. He has many problems. He is seeing psychiatrists. He's not really making any progress. And we are given a large hint that his current psychiatrist has basically had enough with him. And he passes him on to the Richard Dreyfuss character, Dr. Leo Marvin, who is a renowned psychiatrist who's just released a new book called Baby Steps. It's getting a lot of footage. He is being due to be interviewed by Good Morning America over in his vacation house, but he agrees to take the Bill Murray character as a patient. He thinks he's going to meet him for the first time after his vacation, but no. Bob Wiley turns up at his office for his first appointment, literally moments after the phone call with the other psychiatrist. He agrees to do an assessment of him that goes quite well. And then he basically says to Bill Murray, I'm off on vacation now. I'll see you when I get back. And that does not go well with Bill Murray, with Bob Wiley. He hounds this doctor, Leo Marvin, follows him out to his vacation spot with his family and continues to interject himself into him and his family life, which begins to drive Dr. Leo Marvin round the twist. Right, what are my thoughts on What About Bob? This has always been one of my favourite Bill Murray films. Now, generally speaking, I think Bill Murray is fabulous in pretty much everything that he does. He's a complex, unique person in reality, in real life. I think, I think we fairly clued up on that in regards to who Bill Murray is. But he's got a certain dry sense of humour that I think this film beautifully displays, really. Now, I'm also a big fan of Richard Dreyfuss. I've always liked Richard Dreyfuss. Consistently throughout his career, I think he's a fantastic actor who can do anything. My favourites of his are, obviously The Jaws, but I think Stakeout, I think is one of his greatest films, Richard Dreyfuss. He proved he can be a romantic lead and action star in that film. But he's great at comedy. And I think this film, for me, is more of a Richard Dreyfuss film than a Bill Murray film. And what I mean by that is it's almost like a Rain Man. The Tom Cruise, Dustin Hoffman film. Dustin Hoffman got all the plaudits for that film. And he got the Oscar and so on and so forth. But in actual fact, it was the Tom Cruise character that was the most complex because he has a real arc throughout this film. The person he is at the beginning is completely different to the person he is at the end. It's very similar for Richard Dreyfuss in this film. At the beginning, he's in control. He's a very confident psychiatrist. And the more he is exposed to this Bob Wiley character, the crazier he gets. So that's the best way to put it, really. He literally, the Bob Wiley character, drives him out of his mind, to the edge of sanity and beyond. And it's wonderful to see this change in the Richard Dreyfuss character, and it's portrayed absolutely brilliantly by Richard Dreyfuss, who just absolutely nails the performance. I think he's wonderful in this film. Not to say that Bill Murray isn't, but I'm kind of on the side of Dr. Leo Marvin here. I think the Bob Wiley character that Bill Murray plays here is insanely annoying, and you could see how it would annoy anybody. You're trying to have a quiet vacation with your family. You've got this real pressure interview with Good Morning America about your new book, Baby Steps, all this kind of stuff. And this guy just will not leave you alone. Whatever you do, he will not leave Dr. Leo Marvin alone. And he's driving him round the bend. I'm completely with Dr. Leo Marvin here. Yes, the Bob Weiler character is likable in some ways, but in other ways, you just want to smack him right on the nose as well. So I really like how they balance these two characters, really, so that they both kind of play in the grey area in regards to whose side you're on almost at times. And I think that's done really, really well by Frank Oz and by the two actors on display here. This film was almost gained some notoriety over the years because several years ago, I'm not sure how long ago it was now, maybe 5 years ago, maybe a bit longer, Richard Dreyfuss actually revealed that Bill Murray was actually really horrible to him on set. And if you look on YouTube and you type in Richard Dreyfuss, what about Bob, you'll see snippets of the interviews that he's done over the years where he talks about Bill Murray and the fact that it was, in actual fact, quite a bully on set to him. Now, I don't know if this is because Bill Murray was trying to stay in character or if he was just genuinely in a bad place and he wanted to treat Richard Dreyfuss like crap. Maybe Richard Dreyfuss isn't completely innocent here because, I suspect he's not a particularly easy person to work with at times as well. So there's two sides to every story, but yeah, there are stories out there that, Bill Murray wasn't a pleasant person to be around when he was making this film, but it doesn't necessarily show on screen. They do actually, in actual fact, have great chemistry here, and it's a real farce of a film, this. And I think the reason why I like this, it's almost like a British sitcom in how it's structured, and it's just very, very good and very, very funny. And it's a film I've always had an awful lot of time for, certainly in regards to both Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss's film catalogues. So I'm going to give it a strong 8 out of 10. It's a film I've always enjoyed. If you've not seen it, check it out, guys. I'm sure you will find something here to enjoy in this film because it is a really well-made comedy. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it useful. And, of course, I will be back with more content on the channel very, very soon.